Deforestation has wide-ranging and often severe impacts on the environment. In 2024, the world experienced a historic surge in deforestation, with tropical primary forests losing approximately 6.7 million hectares, an area nearly the size of Panama. But what are the impacts of deforestation? Is there a risk of desertification in these forests? In this video, we will talk about deforestation and its impact on the environment, biodiversity, climate, and human societies. Currently, there are still forests that remain relatively intact, with minimal human disturbance and rich biodiversity. They are often called primary forests, old-growth forests, or intact forest landscapes, IFLs. Some examples of forests that are among the least degraded in the world are the Amazon rainforest, core areas in South America, the Congo Basin in Central Africa, and the boreal forest in Canada and Russia. But deforestation is happening in many forests and is causing many problems. As environmental impacts of deforestation, we can mention the loss of biodiversity. Forests are home to over 80% of terrestrial species. Deforestation destroys habitats, leading to species extinction and reduced genetic diversity. Disruption of water cycles is another problem. Trees regulate the water cycle by absorbing and releasing water. Their removal can reduce rainfall, dry out soil, and disrupt local water supplies. Deforestation can also cause soil erosion and degradation. Tree roots hold soil in place. Without them, rain can wash away topsoil, reducing soil fertility and increasing the risk of landslides. Desertification can also be a problem. In arid and semi-arid regions, deforestation can contribute to the spread of deserts, making land unusable for agriculture. As climate impacts, we can mention the increase in greenhouse gases. Trees store carbon dioxide. Cutting them down releases this carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to global warming. Altered local climates is another problem. Forests help moderate local temperatures. Their removal can lead to hotter, drier conditions and disrupt weather patterns. There are also economic and social impacts. There is an impact on indigenous peoples. Many indigenous communities rely on forests for food, shelter, and culture. Deforestation threatens their way of life and land rights. Millions depend on forests for work in agriculture, ecotourism, and forestry. Deforestation can eliminate these income sources. As land becomes scarcer and degraded, competition for remaining resources can increase, potentially leading to conflict. As global impacts of deforestation, we can mention the contribution to climate change. Deforestation is responsible for roughly 10 to 15% of global carbon emissions and disruption of global rainfall patterns. Large-scale deforestation in areas like the Amazon can affect weather systems around the world. If you're enjoying the video so far, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, so we can continue making new videos for you. Several deserts around the world were once covered by lush forests or vegetation, especially during wetter climatic periods in Earth's history. Some examples of notable deserts that were once forested or vegetated are the Sahara Desert in Africa, Arabian Desert in Middle East and Gobi Desert in China and Mongolia. So is there a risk of desertification in our forests? Desertification is land degradation in arid, semi-arid, and dry subhumid areas, caused by climate variations and human activities, like deforestation, overgrazing, or poor agriculture. In general, the risk of desertification in intact or less degraded forests, like the Amazon, Congo Basin, or boreal forests is very low. However, if deforestation and degradation increase, some of these regions could face localized or broader desertification risks, especially in areas that are already vulnerable due to climate and soil conditions. In the case of the Amazon rainforest, the current risk is low in intact areas, but it is increasing. Scientists warn of a potential tipping point. If deforestation reaches approximately 20 to 25%, the forest could lose its ability to generate its own rainfall, leading to large-scale savannization or drying and conversion to savanna-like ecosystems. This is not true desertification but a major ecological shift with similar effects, with less biodiversity and drier soils. The Amazon tipping point refers to the moment when the combined effects of deforestation, climate change, and fires cause a collapse of the rainforest ecosystem. At that point, the forest can no longer generate enough moisture through its own water cycle to sustain itself. The Amazon rainforest tipping point is a critical threshold in the forest's ability to maintain itself. If this tipping point is crossed, large parts of the Amazon could permanently transition from dense, humid rainforest to dry savanna or degraded woodland, with devastating global consequences. Once the tipping point is crossed, a vicious cycle begins. Deforestation reduces rainfall. Drier conditions cause more fires and tree deaths. Dead trees release carbon dioxide, speeding up climate change. Less rainfall and higher temperatures accelerate the collapse. Now approximately 17 to 18% of the forest has been lost. Some regions in the southern and eastern Amazon are already showing signs of ecosystem shift. Scientific studies suggest the Amazon is losing resilience and it's taking longer to recover from droughts and disturbances. Deforestation's impacts are deeply interconnected, affecting everything from local ecosystems to global climate systems. Sustainable forest management, reforestation, and conservation are key to mitigating these effects. The Amazon tipping point is not a distant threat, it is a near-term, real risk. Avoiding it requires urgent global and regional action to protect the forest, reduce emissions, and support sustainable land management. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It would be great if you could leave a comment too.